The city of Rome boasts a vibrant street food culture, offering an array of snacks and quick bites for locals and tourists alike. Whether a group food tour is out of your budget or just not your style, we're going to show you a DIY alternative for under €20, with a bonus item at the end if you've got a few extra euros to spend. From pizza al taglio and supplì to salted cod and gelato, there's no shortage of delicious options to grab on the go. The first stop on our street food tour is to try supplì, a deep-fried rice ball in the Trastevere district. So we chose to get the classic, and it has rice, mozzarella cheese, and tomato sauce inside. That is so good. The tomato sauce is like really creamy, but not overpowering. And the rice too, you would think that maybe it would get kind of like soft or slimy, but it still has a nice texture and consistency. And then the cheese flavor too. Oh my goodness, this is really, really good. Oh my gosh, gotta try this.
It's actually really good, especially with rice too. Only €2.
Yeah, €2 each one. And then I think if you got like a different flavor, they had like cacio e pepe and carbonara. They're a little bit more. I think they might be like €2.50 to €3 each. Oh, did you just get to the cheese?
I did, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the next place on our list is pizza, and it's actually just down the street from the Supplì place. Italy is known for its pizza and pasta, so there's no way you can do a food tour of Rome and not get some pizza. We've just arrived at Alice Pizza. So this is pizza by the slice, and they're all in little squares. You can choose which ones you want, and you can make a box of it, or you can just get one slice. This one has what looks like salami and is supposed to be a little bit spicy. We'll let Dave be the judge of that. You're losing all the toppings.
It's really good. A little spicy. It's thin crust, obviously. It's crispy, but it's still soft on the inside. So it's good. It's really good.
So the first one I'm going to try is the potato slice pizza. I believe she said it was rosemary and olive oil and then potato slices. Apparently it's pretty popular. Oh my gosh. That is unreal with the rosemary. Such a savory flavor. And then there's no cheese on this one, so you kind of don't get overtaken by that. And the potato, I kind of thought it would be crispy, but it's nice and soft, but still has that texture to it. The crust on this one seems to be a bit more crisp than the one that Dave was eating, but it's not like hard to chew or anything like that. It's definitely extremely fresh. All right, the last one we got to try, because I was too indecisive about the potato pizzas, is this one here. So this one, instead of the slices of potato, like the thinly sliced potato, it's got chunks. Then it also has cheese on this one. Okay, so that is also very good, but a completely different like flavor profile than the other one. And I mean, it still has the rosemary on it, still has potatoes, but with the added cheese, and I wonder if even the different cut of the potato, so you're getting more of the potato flavor. It's like a completely different flavor experience. This one's also kind of more puffed up crust-wise than the other potato pizza. So it definitely still has that really crispy bottom, but has that really airy, soft crust as well underneath the toppings. So I know you've been waiting for the verdict about which of the potato pizzas was better. I have to say it's the potato one with the rosemary and olive oil without the cheese. The other one is also very good, but there's just something about the flavors in this one. It's so simple yet so flavorful, and I could eat more of this for sure. That's the chicken one. This one is the chicken cacciatore. This is the one Dave chose. There's so much filling in there. I thought that maybe it was going to be a lot more bread than filling, but it is packed pretty full. Oh my God, that smells so good. And then this one here is the eggplant parmesan. Oh, passes the sniff test for sure. This restaurant that we came to was actually the first place to make the Trapizzino, and the restaurant is called Trapizzino. So it is the OG original creator of this. It's like a triangle shaped pizza pocket, open at the top. It's like really, really soft pizza dough with lots of filling inside. There's so many different ones you can get. Oh my gosh. I know it's only one bite, but this might be my favorite thing that I've eaten so far on this trip. It is so good. I don't even know what to say.
That's incredibly good.
Is it good?
The bread is so fresh and such good flavor. It's probably, I mean, I should really say this with everything. It's actually probably one of my favorite things I've eaten so far in Rome, which is a wild thing to say because we've had a lot of good food in Rome. I don't know why this is so good. It's not even the first meal of the day for us.
No, I'm not like starving. I'm gonna want some of that, eh? Just a bite. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got the eggplant and Dave got the chicken. I'm gonna say the chicken one 100% is the best. The eggplant one, very good. Still very good. I'm going to enjoy it. But I am sad to hand this back to Dave and get my eggplant one back a little bit. So in case you were wondering, like I was, the filling goes all the way to the bottom. This is the bottom point of my Trapizzino triangle, and it is still just absolutely filled with eggplant parmesan. I'm actually so sad that this is my last bite. 10 out of 10. 12 out of 10, to be honest. So the Trapizzino, while it seems like such a classic staple here in Rome, was actually only brought to market for the first time 10 years ago. And now they have 6 locations in Rome, Milan, Florence, Turin, and New York. So you can either choose to eat in and take a seat and have the menu and have your Trapizzino brought out to you on a little stand, or you can just walk right up to the takeout window and place your order there. And about 5 minutes later, they'll bring it out for you. We obviously got ours to take away, and just around the corner from the restaurant, there's some stairs and a fountain that you can sit at in the shade. So that's what we decided to do.
We grabbed a couple of scooters and crossed over the Tiber River, making our way into the neighborhood of Old Rome.
So a Roman food tour would not be complete without, of all things, deep fried cod. We got there just as they opened, because they opened at 5:30, and I think we were there at 5:32. And they already had the cod back in the fryer. And if you're doing takeaway, you walk all the way to the back to the kitchen and place your order directly with the chef. He wraps it up into the paper, you bring it back to the front and pay for it before you leave. So they're €6 each, which is a pretty great deal. It's a pretty large piece of fish, and Dave's gonna give it a try.
Or hot.
Yeah, it was pretty fresh.
Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it is very salty. It's good though, but it's very salty.
It is called salted cod.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's actually called salted cod, so it makes a lot more sense that there's an abundance of salt. The batter's really light, so it's not too thick. It's got a nice crisp outside, but again, not too crunchy, not overdone. And the inside is just so, I don't want to use the word moist. What word would you use? The fish itself is super moist and flaky, and there's just so much flavor. Definitely recommend this spot too, which I think we've pretty much recommended every spot we've visited so far. I don't know if you can really go wrong with Roman food. So while this is one of the more expensive things on our DIY budget food tour, it is still a very good value. For only €6 and you get this huge piece of fish, and it's so fresh, like they just took it out of the deep fryer, and it's so tasty that it's honestly just so worth it. We also walked about 4 blocks before we started eating it, and it's still super hot. Now we're just gonna finish eating this cod next to this bathtub fountain. I'm sure the fountain is 1,000 years old. We find it so funny that there's so much history around this city. Monuments upon monuments, and you have the Colosseum and all the other major ones, that a lot of stuff just seems like it's like swept under the rug. Like you'll just be walking down the street and you'll see some like really old looking arches and just crumbled rock all around it, and you just wonder what on earth was that? But because it's not one of those really big monuments, it kind of just stays there and you don't really know anything about it, but there's just so much history there. It's just pretty neat. fancy. So we just came to one of the most popular gelato places here in Rome. It's called Frigidarium, and Dave got milk chocolate and raspberry, and I got dark chocolate and stracciatella, which is like vanilla with chocolate chips in it basically. And then I got dark chocolate sauce on top of it as well. After only a few bites, I'd have to say this is probably my favorite gelato we've had so far, and it was the most cost effective. Each got the piccolo small size cup. So it's the smallest size you can get, and you still got 2 flavors, and I got the chocolate sauce on top, and it was only €2.50 each. So for €5 total, we got 2 rather large gelatos, and it's absolutely delicious. So while not necessarily included in the DIY food tour for under €20, we did have to mention pasta to go, because when in Rome, you need to eat pasta. So it's $7.50 for the regular size portion, and they have a bunch of different flavors. You just choose off the menu what they have available. So today I'm getting the fusilli alla carbonara. So that has egg, pork cheek, pecorino romano cheese, and black pepper. You can also upgrade to a large, and it's just $2.50 more for double the amount of pasta. I'm feeling like I don't need that much pasta tonight, so I'm just sticking with the normal size. It actually looks really good for something in a takeout box, and oh wow, it smells incredible. Let's see how it tastes. Yep, that hits the spot. The noodles are freshly made. They're nice and hot still, and they're definitely cooked like al dente. So they're still got that little bit of hardness to them. So they're not like mushy or anything. Unreal. It's very good.